Sakataya Sangha. My question is, how can I recognize suffering in myself and learn to take care of it in a healthy way? Because I know that many people have loneliness and it creates sending others lots of suffering because they don't know how to take care of it.
Dear Thai, dear Sangha, the question is, how do I learn to take care of suffering in myself? And maybe it's a question about loneliness, because our friend has noticed that many people have loneliness and it creates suffering in them and in others as well. So how to take care of loneliness?
You feel lonely because you have not seen the connection between you and other beings. You have not seen the connection between you and the air, the sunshine, the water, the people, the animals, the plants and the minerals. You are lonely because you believe there is a separate self. So the insight of no self, the insight of interbeing can help solve the problem of loneliness. Everything, everyone is there for you. That is the truth. The sunshine is there for you. If there is no sunshine, there is no life on earth, and you cannot be there. And you have to see the deep connection between you and the sunshine. You are made of sunshine. Is the sunshine lonely? The water, the air, Mother Earth, the stars, the moon, they are all there for you. Why do you feel lonely? So to breathe, to walk, to sit in such a way that you can get connected with us, with the stars, with the trees, with the air, with the sunshine. Life is a wonder. There are so many wonders of life available. And your body, your feelings are also wonders. And if you know how to connect yourself with those, you will not be lonely. Loneliness is one of the mental formations. There are good ones and there are negative ones. But loneliness sometimes is helpful. Loneliness can help us to go home and realize that there's something lacking within yourself. You lack understanding. You don't know how to connect with yourself. You are trying to find comforts outside of you. You have the desire to be loved and to love. And you don't know how to fulfill that desire to be loved and to love. Everything has the power to love. Like the sunshine has the power to love. And we human beings, we should have the power to love also. If the sunshine loves us, and then we should be able to love the sunshine back. If the trees love us, and we need to learn how to love the trees. And if we know how to love, we don't feel lonely anymore. There is in us the urge, the need to be there and to continue. And we don't know how continue well in beauty, so you have to learn. Everything, everyone has to learn. The plant, the flower growing in the garden, she has the need to grow and to continue. She fabricates flower and seeds so that she can continue next year and the year after next. So we have that kind of need in ourselves also. In this tradition, we learn that that kind of loneliness can be transformed into fulfillment if you know how to love. And love is an art. Love is to connect oneself with others. You can begin by connecting yourself with one thing, one person. And if you succeed, you'll be able to connect with everyone, with everything. And true love has the power to heal and to bring fulfillment. And love means to offer well-being, peace, and fulfillment. And there are things that do not offer peace, fulfillment, and joy. And these things cannot be truly called love. Like sexual desire. Sexual desire is not love. And many of us mix up the two things. Many young people think that to love is to have a sexual intercourse with another person. But that's not true. That can cause a lot of suffering to you and to the other person. True love includes respect and reverence. When you love something like a flower, when you love something like a tree, you have to respect the flower and the tree. When you love someone, you have to respect him or her. Not only to respect his mind and also his body. You have to be very gentle, very respectful in order for your love to be true love. If the other person wants only sex, and you will be able to say that that is not love, that is sexual desire. Love is made of understanding and compassion. If you do not understand the other person, you cannot love him or her. And the teaching of true love is very clear in this tradition. To love means to be there and to look and to listen deeply in order for you to see the suffering, the loneliness of the other person, the difficulty of the other person. When you have understood that person, understood his or her suffering, you begin to love already. When we feel that there is one person that can understand us, the loneliness in us disappears. Because you are being understood by someone. Until you find someone that can understand you, your suffering, your difficulties, you don't have that kind of feeling of fulfillment, of being understood. You are lucky if there is someone who can truly understand you, understand your suffering, your difficulties, your loneliness. And if you are receiving a great gift from him or from her, that is the power of understanding. And now you have to offer back. Do you understand him or her? Ask yourself, dear friend, do you think that I understand you? Help me to understand you. And when you are able to listen, to look deeply into that person, understanding will arrive and you begin to love him or her truly. And that's a gift. Love is a gift. A gift that can make another person, a person not lonely anymore, because you have been able to offer her, offer him understanding. And acceptance. You can accept him, you can accept her, because you have understood her and you are ready to help him, to nourish the good things in him, or to transform the negative still remaining in him, so that you are a true lover. And when you are in love like that, you are no longer lonely. And if you only have a sexual relationship with him or her, well, that makes the situation worse. So in this teaching and practice, as described in the third mindfulness training about true love, it is written very clear. Sexual desire is not love. So when the other person demands sex, and we know that this is only sexual desire, we have to be able to refuse. No, that is not love. When we have understood each other deeply, and the act of being together in a sexual relationship can be a very beautiful thing. But before that, it is ugly. It will destroy you. It will destroy him. So be careful. And if you know how to protect yourself, you have his respect. You can tell him, tell her what is true love. I think the young people of our time have to learn that. When you love someone, not only you respect him or her as a spirit, but you respect him or her as a body. Because the body is a wonder also. In many countries of Asia, we believe that there are zones in our body that are sacred. Nobody is allowed to touch. Like in Vietnam, we believe that this is a place that is very sacred. One of the places. And if you don't know the culture, and if you touch the head of someone, you are not very polite. It is like an altar. The head of a person is like an altar for ancestors, spiritual ancestors, and blood ancestors. And it could not be polite if you touch the head of a person. That is the tradition. For children, that's different. But when a child was when you introduce your child to a guest, and you want to show that your child can already speak, and you ask him or her to make a demonstration. My child, do you love your parents? And the child, yes, I love my parents. And where do you put that love? And the child will say, I put that love here. And all babies, all young children in Vietnam, they know how to answer like that. So this is a very sacred place. This is an altar for our parents and ancestors. You should not touch that. And then there are places also in our body that you should not touch. You can shake hand, you can pat on the shoulder, but you cannot touch the most private, sacred place in our body. And you cause suffering if you do so. And our body is as sacred as our soul. And there are zones that are interdit, forbidden. It's like the forbidden city in the capital, the place of the king lives. In the capital, there is a city called a forbidden city. Only those who have the authorization can penetrate in that. And if you penetrate in that forbidden city, and then they will arrest you and they cut the head. So there are zones in our body that are forbidden, sacred. And if someone come and touch, they should be cut. Their head should be cut off. So you tell that to the boy. If you do that, you will lose me. If you don't have respect to my body, you don't have respect at all, and that is not true love. And if you behave like that, the young man will respect you more. And you have the time to find out that whether he is the man that is for you. If that person does not have respect, that does not have respect to you, that does not have the power to understand you, you know that that young man is not for you. It's not so easy, so difficult to find it out. And loneliness, when you feel that you are understood, you are respected, there is no more loneliness. And you can, as you receive that respect and understanding, you can also practice in order to offer people these two things: respect, reverence, and also understanding. And as you are in the path of true love, very soon you will include many of us in your love. And finally you can love us all without discrimination. Because true love always grows. If it stops only with one person, that's not true love. It will grow and bring satisfaction, contentment, happiness to many people. And that is the love of a Buddha. And you can love with the love of a Buddha, embracing all without any discrimination. D'accord.